Okay, this is just a quick little drive to the hotel. Very simple, but the way the car handles it is just completely dumb. I'm gonna back out here and engage the full self-driving. It's a quiet night. Hopefully no one's going to be behind me. And the reason why I say it's dumb is the navigation issues. Let me clear this out and try to do this again. We want to go here. And this route here, it chooses quite a bit. It can make a left at that light, but for some reason it wants to do a U-turn. So we're going to engage full self-driving and see what it does. I have a lot of issues here on the island, South Padre Island, right near Boca Chica. They're minor issues, but all of them are navigation issues that really need to be addressed. With Tesla relying on navigation data that's out of date, it doesn't help. Now, the car is doing all the driving. I'm paying attention. It gets so close to that curve, it always worries me. Stresses me out. But like I say, up ahead is a light. We can make a left there. But in the past 2 years, Tesla navigation does not even recognize that. It thinks it has to go up past it, make a U-turn and come back. Previous full self-driving software, it would actually try to make a right on a one-way road, which is wrong. Now it's not doing that. Right here, we're coming up to the light. It actually signals, it gets into the lane as if it's going to make a turn, but then it goes back. Why? Why get into the turn lane and then come out of the turn lane? I don't get it. Even if I'm in the right-hand lane, it still does that. Goes all the way over, gets into that turn lane, then comes back out of the turn lane. And here it's going to make the turn. It is nighttime, so it's kind of hard to see. It's not the best of roads. It does it pretty smoothly. Coming up to the stop sign. Coming to a stop. Just waiting for it to clear. And it's going the correct way this time. And it could have gotten into the right lane earlier. It still hasn't gotten in the right lane. We're coming up to the light. Now it's getting way in the left lane, and now it's nowhere near it should be. It's in the middle lane to make a right turn. Why? What is with that? That makes no sense. This is not the way it should work. It makes it very uncomfortable to drive that way. No cars around, so very few cars around, so I went ahead and let it go at that. But it choosing the wrong lanes, getting into lanes that doesn't need to get into. As you see, both times it got into the left-hand turn lane and moved out of that left-hand turn lane for some bizarre reason. Tesla needs to address this in the full self-driving. And I'm sure it's all navigation data. It needs to be addressed. Just like trying to go to the superchargers up in McAllen, using the navigation data, it always routes to a route that you cannot drive. That place has been closed. The section that it tries to go through has been closed for 2 years. You always have to take over. This is a supercharger. It should know how to get to the superchargers. There shouldn't be any questions or doubts in that. It should handle that just fine. But this is all I have for now. Just my experience here. This is always kind of wonky because the road to the hotel, to the supercharger on the island, has no lines. It's not marked. It does a good job most of the time. Sometimes it wants to go on the dirt road over there in the daytime. At nighttime, it seems to get it right. I don't get it. Same thing with coming across the bridge. You'll get in the correct lane at nighttime, but not in the daytime. But I always take over here because they have some construction going on. There's sometimes pieces of steel in there. As they're removing parts of the building that used to be here. But that's all I have for now. I hope Tesla will address these issues in future releases.